Have you ever suspected that Harry Styles is packing a few extra body parts under his shirt? Or that Ashton Kutcher has some rather unusual feet? Keep watching to see what we're talking about as we reveal the stars who have made some truly wild claims about their body. Salma Hayek has been asked multiple times if she's had breast implants, as her bust size has grown visibly over the years. It's nobody's business, of course, but Hayek isn't fazed by the question one bit, and she's denied that surgery has anything to do with this phenomenon. In reality, it's just the natural cycles of a woman's life that have worked their tricks on her cleavage. As she explained during a 2021 appearance on Red Table Talk, there are some women that when you gain weight, your boobs grow, and other women that when you have children and you breastfeed, your boobs grow, and they don't go back down. And then in some of the cases, when you are in menopause, they grow again. And I just happen to be one of those women that it happened in every single step. When I gain weight, when I got pregnant, and when I am in menopause. Hayek hasn't always felt completely at ease with her breasts, and she even told Allure in 2011 that they used to look better, but that she still liked them. As she put it, if you have milk, you have milk, and if they're hungry, they're hungry. This was in reference to a time that she breastfed a child in need in Sierra Leone. As she also noted, I think it's a beautiful thing because motherhood is a very strong place for women to connect and understand each other. With his undeniable good looks, Ashton Kutcher is a seasoned heartthrob, both on screen and in real life. But just in case you needed a reminder that he's an actual person with quirks and insecurities just like anyone else, consider the time that he was asked to confirm a rumor about his supposedly freaky-deaky feet on the Jonathan Ross show.
It's not freaky-deaky, you have like connected toes.
Oh,
they're webbed.
That's not freaky.
They're slightly webbed. When everything else is this good looking, something's gotta be messed up.
As it turns out, webbed feet actually aren't that unusual, as somewhere between 1 in 2,000 to 3,000 people are born with them each year, according to Medical News Today. Regardless, this particular feature of Kutcher's hasn't exactly stood in his way when it comes to being deemed universally attractive. He came in third on People's list of the sexiest men alive in 2006, and he was featured in Glamour UK's list of the 100 sexiest men of 2015, albeit in last place, although number 100 out of a few billion men ain't too shabby. In other weird news that's not really that weird, Harry Styles has 4 nipples. That's right, he's got 2 spares. He revealed this to The Sun in 2011 as he provided this slightly improbable explanation. I think I must have been a twin, but then the other one went away and left its nipples behind. Styles is not at all self-conscious about his extra nipples. He even pointed out each of their locations during a 2017 interview with Chelsea Handler.
Usual, and then just a little lower.
The 4-nipple situation won't come as a surprise to anyone who's ever seen a photo of Styles shirtless, and there are many of them, as the man isn't exactly shy. Notably, he bared all 4 for the British magazine The Face in 2019, and in the music video for Golden released in 2020, he frolics about alternately in a suit, a loose shirt, and no top at all. The lesson here is that you should always treat people with kindness, no matter how many nipples they have. Keen observers might have spotted that Gerard Butler has one ear that sticks out quite a bit more than the other, but the actor didn't know this himself until well into adulthood. Referring to his 2003 movie Lara Croft Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life, he admitted to Men's Journal, "I didn't realize it until I had to shave my head for that movie. Everyone went, holy one ear sticks out way more than the other one, and we literally had to glue it back." According to Butler, his uneven ears are due to surgery for tinnitus he had when he was 10 years old. As he revealed, "I was born with 2 sticking out ears, and after the operation, one ear was really thrown back in." Butler also lost partial hearing in his right ear. The most surprising part of all of this is that this childhood experience seems to have led to his signature lopsided smile, which we're sure you'll agree is an integral part of his charm. He also admitted, "I know a couple of other people with crooked smiles, and it turns out they're hard of hearing in one ear." Actor-singer Taye Diggs was born with an unusual condition, specifically 12 fingers, with an extra one on each hand, as he revealed during a 2012 episode of The Talk. "I'm actually an alien. My mom told me they asked her if she wanted to let the digit grow or to remove it, and they removed it, but I could have been really handy." So maybe his mom's decision left Diggs without a fun extra little talent, but it's not like he's short on those anyway. He's enjoyed a stellar career, starring in big-name Broadway productions like Rent and Wicked, as well as plenty of TV shows and movies. He's also found success in his personal life, as he was married to his Rent co-star, Idina Menzel, for 11 years, and they had a son together named Walker. He's also dated Amanza Smith of Selling Sunset fame. So handy or not, he's clearly getting on well. In a 2008 interview with Esquire, British actor Gemma Arterton revealed that she was born with 12 fingers, 6 on each hand. The 2 extra digits were removed at birth, and Arterton has the scars to prove it. As she admitted, "It's my little oddity that I'm really proud of. People are really interested but repulsed at the same time." She also revealed that both her dad and grandfather were also born with the same condition. At one time, rumor had it that the extra digits weren't Arterton's only unique feature. It was reported that she had surgery to correct a crumpled ear that she was born with, but she firmly denied this while speaking with When in 2010. As she explained, "Apparently, I was born with imperfections and had surgery on my ear. I have never had surgery on my ear. That's all not true, but people like to make stuff up." Despite the denial, Arterton believes that we should all be proud of our quirks. As she noted, "I've always been an advocate for imperfection. I think imperfection is beautiful. It's something that's not been as celebrated as years ago, when people used to have things that weren't perfect, and that was beautiful." Once upon a time, an unusual photo of Denzel Washington speaking to his Manchurian Candidate co-star Meryl Streep made the rounds. It features the former's fingers splayed out in the air with his pinky folded at a highly improbable angle. When Graham Norton asked the actor about it in 2014, he had this to say.
"It's fine now, but it's like a gummy bear in there. Like a little piece of rubber candy something."
Washington also explained how this happened to his finger in the first place, as he revealed, "I went up for a pass playing American football and dislocated it, and it's happened so many times over the years that if I just opened my hand like that, it would pop that far." Apparently, if you look close enough at Washington while watching his movies, you can spot him discreetly popping his finger back or making sure that it doesn't fall out of place. Thankfully, he's since had it fixed, so we don't have to worry anymore about it falling off. If you've ever watched The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, you may have noticed that one of the host's ears sits at an odd angle. As it turns out, this was the result of an operation. As he once explained to his predecessor, David Letterman,
"Oh, I had something wrong with inside my ear, and so they scooped it all out with a melon baller." Yeah, this is just a prop. Doesn't work at all.
But all's well that ends well, as Colbert's duff ear is now his prized party trick, which he gladly demonstrated for Letterman. To perform the trick, he folds his ear into itself with his hand and makes sure that the lobe stays tucked in. He then lets go of the ear, concentrates, and winks, which releases his earlobe. It's sort of like when you see a corgi's ear standing up. Judging by Letterman and the audience's reaction, this trick sure is a crowd pleaser. You know how they say you shouldn't eat raw fish while pregnant? Well, in Megan Fox's totally unscientific opinion, her mom going to town on tuna while she was pregnant with her might have had something to do with the actor's odd-looking thumbs. When Fox herself was pregnant, she was really conscientious about this rule, as she avoided sushi while she was expecting, as she explained during an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. "What is weird to me is I was talking to my mom and she was like, 'Oh, I ate tuna every day when I was pregnant with you.' I was wondering if that was what happened to my thumbs. They're weird and they're really fat, and there's like a weird knuckle." Fox's condition is called brachydactyly, but it hasn't really held her back in the attractiveness department. She's often cited as one of the most beautiful celebrities by various magazines, including the time she was named World Sexiest Woman by FHM Online in 2008. Shailene Woodley isn't just a talented actor. She can also do cool things with her feet, which is to say that she can use them pretty much like her hands, as she revealed to Conan O'Brien during a 2013 appearance on his TBS talk show. There's this cool thing called prehensility, which is the way that we can move our fingers and our toes.
A friend brought it to my attention a few years ago, and I've been practicing spreading my toes and see how far I can get them, and I was able to clasp hands but with my toes with a friend once.
That may sound strange, but apparently close to 8% of people have these prehensile feet, according to a study in the American Journal of Anthropology. When O'Brien looked rightly astounded, Woodley asked him if he wanted to try, so she helped him get into position so that she could attempt to thread her toes through his. Unfortunately, O'Brien isn't quite as prehensile as Woodley, and they were only able to clasp their big toes together. Regardless, it made for priceless TV.
Man, that's one I'm not going to forget.
Believe it or not, multiple celebrities have third nipples, including Mark Wahlberg, Carrie Underwood, Tilda Swinton, and Lily Allen. The provocative British singer is rather proud of this feature, and she'll even show anyone who asks, as Allen admitted during an episode of the British show Shopping with Keith Lemon.
It actually gets erect when you stroke it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, and it actually lactates.
Does it? That's interesting.
And that's not the only time that Allen wasn't at all shy about a topic that other people might prefer to keep covered up. In 2019, she posted an Instagram story in which she was wearing only shapewear while getting ready for a Brit Awards after party. In the clip, she could be heard saying, "Georgie is literally like plucking hair out of my nipples, and I didn't even know they were there because I haven't obviously looked at my nipples for so long. That cray. And during a 2018 appearance on a British radio show, Allen talked about an embarrassing exchange she had with rapper Drake after she'd had her second child. He offered her a chicken wing, but she refused because of the diet she was on, and her nipples were leaking the entire time. That certainly doesn't sound like the most comfortable situation in the world. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.